Hey, it's me. I'm back with a microphone, and we're going to talk about Ozempic again. I made a video about this about a month ago, and it got absolutely no traction. I don't know if that's because people don't care, or if it's because I talked specifically about the clock app. So I'm going to talk in broader terms this time. For those of you who don't know, Ozempic is an injectable medication. It was originally created to help people with type 2 diabetes, but it's kind of been taken over in the weight loss world. A lot of people realize that taking this medication causes you to lose a bunch of weight, so a lot of people started taking it. You can see this is from the FDA's website. Ozempic is a drug that improves blood sugar control in adults with type 2 diabetes. The problem that I had that I tried to talk about in the last video was not that it's a medication that people are using. My issue with this is that Ozempic has become like everyone's cure-all for weight loss, and a lot of people don't even know like the negative side effects that are coming out now. For those of you who also don't know, Ozempic's currently like the people who created semaglutide and started using it for weight loss. They're literally in a lawsuit right now. It's kind of hard to see again, but in August, Novo was sued over claims that Ozempic caused a woman's stomach paralysis, and now studies are actually being done to prove that there are links between Ozempic and other semaglutide-based products that are linked to severe stomach problems. Now again, is this an issue? No. Literally, there's no such thing as a medication that doesn't have the possibility to have negative side effects. The issue that I have is this. Ozempic and other drugs like Wegovy and Mounjaro, they are literally getting posted everywhere online. And I literally mean everywhere. Everywhere. These are screenshots that I've taken literally only the last few weeks through like Instagram stories, TikTok ads, everywhere. Now, some people may call me a hypocrite because I was on Ozempic for almost like a year. I started taking Ozempic in August of last year, and I'm about to tell you the reason why I no longer take it. This is me on May 26th of this year. Stunning picture, I know. But yeah, this was me earlier this year in the hospital because of the symptoms that I got directly from taking Ozempic. I was on Ozempic. I was at a 2 milligram dose every week, which, yes, before people come for me, I know that is a high dose. I saw a lot of good things while I was on Ozempic. I lost almost 100 pounds over the course of a year. I was feeling good for the most part, other than the negative side effects I was feeling, but I was telling myself it wasn't Ozempic because I liked that I was losing weight. It also was helping my diabetes. My A1C dropped from a 10.7 to a 5.2 over the course of taking this medication. So it works. But what I didn't know was that I was having severe gastrointestinal issues. And by severe, I mean I was constantly constipated for months at a time. I was losing the ability to eat like really any foods other than a specific set of vegetables. I was eating less than 1,000 calories a day. I was constantly nauseous and sick and vomiting. And as someone who has a metaphobia, that's not a really good time. And it ended me up in the hospital. I went to the emergency room literally 2 days after I went to a concert with my best friend. This is me and her at the concert, literally 24 hours before I'd be in the ER. I'm covering her up because I don't know if she wants to be on my TikTok. I was in extreme pain, but I was trying to function normally because I didn't want to go off of this medication. And I could make an entire part 2 about how I literally told myself not to look at anything negative, because there were literally YouTube videos and news articles that I saw coming out talking about how bad Ozempic could be for certain people, and I refused to look at any of them because I thought ignorance is bliss. I ended up in the ER. I suffered partial gastroparesis. I also had severe acid damage to my esophagus, and I also left with colitis. I was in the hospital for almost a week, and I went almost 3 days without having any solid foods. My white blood cell count was at an insane level. It was the only thing that caused the doctors to keep me. And we found out later that I was having very similar symptoms to someone who was literally starving. I had to have IV fluids literally up until like 3 minutes before I left and got discharged. And I still wasn't doing well. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to, cause an uproar. This medication truly does work for certain people, and it does wonders for a lot of people. I don't think, though, that we should be parading this medication around on social media. It is not something you should be able to get without a prescription. And it's also not something that we should be talking about as just a quick fix for weight loss. I have gained back over half of the weight that I lost after getting off of this medication. And I have been unable to find a medication that can help treat my diabetes because this medication has messed me up so badly. So again, I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to say if you're on it that you should get off of it right now. I am saying you should be educated about the medications you're taking, and you should not be clicking on advertisements for weight loss medications on Instagram or TikTok. There's a lot more that I could say about this and the entire situation around it, But this video is already over 5 minutes long, so I don't want to talk your ear off even more. But if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to talk about them if I can. Be educated on the medications you're taking, talk to your doctor, talk to professionals, do research for yourself. Do your research and be careful, and take care of yourself. But yeah, I'll talk to you later.